Up until October 8, 2009, Bobby Dale Jamison, his wife Sherilyn, and their 6-year-old daughter Madison seemed to be leading normal lives in Eufaula, Oklahoma. All 3 of them vanished from their house that day, inexplicably, leaving no trace of their whereabouts. The family's pickup truck was found by the police after several days of searching, but this discovery left more questions than it did answers. About an hour's drive from their house, the Jamison family truck was discovered in Latimer County. The family had recently arrived in the area with the intention of purchasing 40 acres of land and relocating inside a storage shed they already owned. However, the things found inside the truck seemed to suggest that the couple had not intended to leave the truck alone for very long. The family dog, who was underweight but still alive, was discovered in the back seat of the truck, along with their IDs, wallets, phones, and Sherilyn's pocketbook. They also discovered almost $32,000 in cash. When Bobby Dale and Sherilyn vanished, they were both on disability, so it was unclear how they planned to use the large sum of money, or where they could have obtained it. The big quantity of cash was likely the result of the pair either purchasing or selling narcotics, according to investigators who thought drugs may have played a role in the couple's disappearance. However, they were unable to provide an explanation for why they would have taken their daughter with them, and based just on the state of the truck, it was hard to determine whether they had left voluntarily or had been coerced into leaving the truck by someone else, possibly leaving their possessions behind while under duress. Investigators assembled a search party and scoured miles of woods in the surrounding area in search of any signs of the Jamison family. They found nothing.
Right now, we've started up the second mass search. We've got 2 helicopters, 1 plane, 1 UAV. We got 12 dog teams out right now. People on 4-wheeler, people on horseback, and as of right now, we're coordinating the people on foot and send them out into the sections that we need them to serve.
I don't know. I'll be guessing they're up there somewhere, but I don't know where. Maybe someday we might find something.
Only on 5 tonight, an Oklahoma mother may finally get the peace she has been waiting for.
Her son has been missing for 4 years now, but this weekend, a possible break. Sky 5 flew over the Sands Boys Mountains where hunters found the skeletal remains of 2 adults and a child. This is the same area where Bobby and Sherilyn Jamison disappeared with their young daughter.
The remains discovered by hunters this weekend were less than 3 miles away. The remains discovered by hunters this weekend were less than 3 miles away.
The remains were identified as belonging to the Jamison family by forensic testing, but the cause of death was unknown because of their degree of decomposition. The cops reopened their investigation. Initially, they discovered an odd security video that had been taken the night the Jamison family left their house. The pair can be seen packing up their stuff, moving back and forth between the house and the truck. To make matters even worse, Bobby Dale had told his pastor that his house was haunted, claiming that there were 2 to 4 ghosts on the roof before they vanished. Sherilyn also bought a satanic Bible as a joke. Some people thought that witchcraft might have played a role in their deaths after Bobby Dale admitted to his pastor that he had read it. Connie Kokatan, Sherilyn's mother, thought the Jamisons had become involved with a cult and were killed by its violent members. However, she never identified a cult, and the idea had never been verified with any evidence. The theory that the killings of the Jamison family had been a murder-suicide was investigated by the police. They found an 11-page angry letter that Sherilyn had written to Bobby. They speculated that Bobby Dale had driven his entire family into the woods, killed his wife and daughter, and then turned the gun on himself, but there was no evidence to support this theory. The idea that Bob Dean Jamison, Bobby Dale's father, had been involved was also taken into consideration. Bobby Dale had filed for a protective order against his father, saying that his family were afraid for their lives and that he had threatened to kill them. In his application for a protection order, Bobby Dale describes his father as a very dangerous man who thinks he is above the law and was involved with prostitutes, gangs, and meth. But Bob Dean Jamison, who had been ill for some time, passed away just 2 months after the Jamison family vanished. Despite being a disturbed person, his brother Jack Jamison stated that he was either in a hospital or rest home at the time and was not capable of being involved in the murders. There appeared to be a lot of leads in the Jamison family case, but none of them resulted in anything definitive. leaving detectives puzzled over the family's unexplained disappearance and death. Many investigators would love to have as many leads as we do, said Israel Bosham, the Latimer County sheriff at the time. The problem is, they point in so many different directions. Police are still unable to solve the mystery surrounding the killings of the Jamison family, despite a plethora of mysterious hints and theories. To this day, the case is unsolved. Have you heard about this case? What are your thoughts? I hope it was not a murder-suicide, but I guess any explanation would be heartbreaking.